able to see the negative.
Oh, so he's disappointed in the world in a way.
Yes.
Kind of. I mean, you use the pessimism constructively because you make humor, which is great.
Right.
But often pessimists are extremely idealistic people who are constantly disappointed.
Right.
So they take the
Wait a minute.
information.
You have
and
high
go with it.
expectations of people, and
No,
when they
no.
don't meet them,
Obama's an idealist, but he's really positive. Like, and you know, what I mean, it's just the opposite.
No, he's
an
not.
idealist.
Well, I said you're a discouraged idealist. It's different.
Wow, now you're getting all Harvard on me.
Yes.
no.
Okay, well, no, that's kind of
call it-
accurate. No, that's kind of accurate.
We call it DI.
Yeah.
DI, right?
No, you're right. That's actually pretty accurate.
I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
Yeah, so you guys are getting some
No, you
therapy
didn't.
here.
You did know, Artie. You explained it in layman's terms.
But I have that. I expect greatness from people.
Yeah.
No, not greatness. I expect just general human kindness
Right.
and compassion,
Right.
and that I feel that 90% of the world doesn't exhibit that. And it depresses me, and I tend to lash out.
If you don't believe it, go on.
Wow, so very good work.
Right.
That's right.
Very
Very good work of what?
on your part.
Well,
to acknowledge
so
that,
but
to
that's-
own that.
Yeah, you're blaming your environment for.
No. Well, what we're talking about is if you look at where you're coming from, then you can make a different decision about how you want to deliver the information. I mean, you could still be a discouraged pessimist
Which, yeah.
and, what'd you say, blare out?
Lash out.
Lash out. You could still do that. Or you could make another decision to be your hilarious selves, which you are, and be a little less
Thank
mean
you.
about it.
For instance, I'm kind of disappointed in you two guys. I thought you'd be better nice coaches. But are my expectations too high? No, I'm kidding.
Were we supposed to convert you
No,
immediately?
I listen. You asked where the origin of this may come from, and I thought of a story where that might be telling for you guys about my childhood.
Please do.
Oh, please.
One time,
See, they eat this stuff.
Oh, we
up.
love childhood
okay, here's a
stories.
childhood story. I grew up in kind of a blue collar neighborhood where nobody really ever went skiing or golfing and stuff like that. And my old man climbed roofs for a living and had a hard life. Like worked hard. And I saw people skiing on TV once, and I thought it looked fun. So my father comes home from a long day at work, and I walk up to him, and I say, Dad, can we go skiing? And he looked at me, and he said, stop being a jerk-off.
Ooh.
That's a good day.
Oh, I'm about to cry.
So
That is so sad.
see,
It didn't affect him.
but
no, that
some
affected
people would
him.
say it's a good point.
He remembered it, right?
It's
the fact that he remembered
little
it.
boy in him is hurt.
Some people would say that was a good point your father made, you're saying?
Yeah, because I was probably being a jerk-off.
No, you
No.
weren't.
I'll
Where did you get that?
The
I
guy's
can
climbing
top
roofs
that.
10 hours a day. He's
I'll
got
top
sheetrock dust all over his arm. He doesn't make a lot of money, and on vacation, this dopey kid wants to go skiing.
But you as a child can't be you can't project on. You don't know that he's gone through that. You're a child.
Right.
So your expectation of your father, that's off. I mean, you were not supposed to know he had a hard day and then be sympathetic to that. You're a child. He should have been sympathetic to you.
Oh.
So I'm sorry, your father.
My mother said to me, seriously, when I was like 7 years old, I got in a fight with my sister and both sisters. Everybody was in it. Everybody's crying. And she said to me, I wish you were never born.
Can we do a little birth order here? Like, where are you in the family, sisters?
I'm in the middle.
Oh, and sandwich between?
I have 2 older sisters and a younger brother and a younger sister.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Why is
How
that?
is that
I know the middle person doesn't get the attention, blah, blah, blah.
Well, actually,
that's why I'm
you're-
doing comedy, right?
No, you're a first son.
Partially.
Your firstborn son. So you would know you're important to some degree. But you're
I just don't know what the who.
That's right. You're sandwiched in the middle. So you end up being an advocate for fairness a lot of times for other
Thank you.
people.
And that's how I see the world. Very
So
unfair.
you see him as being an advocate for fairness.
That's right. That's right, Artie.
You went to Harvard?
That's right. He went to Harvard. That she saw that.
Okay, you say say that to someone, and then you go, we take American Express.
Why am I so unfair?
I have
We
a
got-
story
we got-
about Nick
we got a-
that
we
I
got a
think
break.
might change your opinion, and we'll tell it next.
When we break, we'll come back. We're talking to the nice coaches, Catherine Crowley and Kathy Elster. 800-546-7663 is the phone number.
It's the Advocate for Fairness and Artie show.
It's great. Come back.
Now back to Nick and Artie, or as they are known to girls, the tools of ignorance.
That's what I'm talking about.
The advocate for fairness.
Welcome back, folks. 800-546-7663. Currently, Artie and I are talking to Catherine Crowley and Kathy Elster. They've written a couple of books. They're nice coaches. And Working for You Isn't Working for Me is one of them. Working with You is Killing Me is another.
Two of the meanest titles I've ever heard.
And the third one coming out is Who Does She Think She Is?
Mm-hmm.
So
sounds like you guys got some issues with one of the broads in your neighborhood who might have a nicer handbag than you. A couple of examples of where I was called mean and I don't feel I was being mean. I used to have a drug problem. And one time I was buying drugs from a 12-year-old kid in a parking lot outside of St. Louis, and we got into an argument. And
are you serious?
Yeah, and I called him a douchebag. And the kid that I was with thought that was mean, and I argued that he was overcharging us for the drugs. It was. He wanted $20 for a 7.5 milligram Vicodin. Now,
that is mean.
Do you
Wow.
think I was okay with? I mean, he was 12, but do you think it was okay for me to call him a douchebag?
You know,
based on that price.
There's so many things wrong with this story. I actually don't even know where to begin with you.
Well, try.
Well, the kid first. Can I just interject my pseudo-analysis? The fact that kids selling drugs at 12 makes him a douchebag.
How old were you?
How old was I? 38.
You know,
I had a couple in me. But listen, I didn't know the kid was 12 till my buddy told me. And I said, how do you know? And he goes, he grew up across the street from me. And he's 12. And, I don't want 12-year-old kids selling drugs. But if I'm going to give the kid business, you're going to overcharge me, I'm going to get mad.
You know, there's something you might want to think about, which is called editing what you're about to say. So a thought pops into your head,
right.
And sometimes you have to say to yourself, nah, you have a choice.
Kathy, but you know what? That is the antithesis of what a comedian is.
Right.
This is why we do what we do for a living. That edit button is the death of a comedian.
But she's making a good point because I wasn't on stage at this point.
No, you were buying drugs in a parking lot.
Right. So I should have been nicer.
And you edit yourself.
I should have been nicer.
East St. Louis at 3 a.m.
No, she's making a point. I understand what you're saying.
It's editing, and I do think that even as a comedian, the more prepared you are with what you want to say, I think you're editing, because if you're just flying off the cuff all the time, you run the danger of, we all think things we can't say. Maybe Catherine doesn't.
And comedians,
Catherine doesn't.
And
She's
comedians say them. That's what separates them.
I'm just curious. What are you thinking? Looking at me, what are you thinking? Real quick, just don't edit.
I'm actually not. I'm so tired. But I was
the meanest thing I've ever heard.
I know. I was.
I'm not even worth the effort.
I was thinking when I was listening to you guys on the radio, a couple of days ago, I was thinking that they're just dated. I was thinking that, which obviously here I am now saying it to you.
Right.
But I think that's people think stuff all the time that mind. Well, see, now we're going to get into that.
Well, yeah, you can't just say that and expect me to be nice.
Well, dated, I just think, I've heard you say things like my old lady.
Terms like that. I've never said that.
Somebody said it.
I said my old man.
Nobody said your old lady.
When I was in the other room, somebody said my old lady.
That was our cleaning woman.
I've never used that term in my life, because that's something like a 60s hippie would say.
You see the Hungarian broad walking around, 4'11"? She's a lesbian, and sometimes she says, my old lady.
No, but broad, like you had broad.
There were some other terms that, they're from a different time.
Dame.
Like what?
We do that on purpose, though, because we know it bugs women. I'm sick of being told what to say and how to say. I'm tired of you telling me and other groups telling me.
So
seriously,
freedom of speech.
Freedom
is dead in this country because of progressives. But go ahead.
For instance, one time I was on a panel at the University of Delaware about media, and I asked I asked the speaker what the funniest thing he ever heard at a Klan meeting was. And
Oh my God.
He didn't have an answer, and I thought he was being a hypocrite because I had information that he was in the Klan.
Ooh.
And I thought that was mean. So I was trying to
Yeah.
expose him, and people said you shouldn't have done that. If someone's in the Klan,
Yeah.
can you be mean to them?
I just think there's effective ways of communicating that don't have to be mean.
Yeah, and I have to say what we say constantly, so just to be consistent, what
This
we
is Catherine,
always
by the
say, this is Catherine,
That was Kathy
To
earlier.
differentiate from the mean, Kathy.
God, I got to edit myself when you say that. But go ahead.
it's just that we really encourage taking the high road. So even with the 12-year-old in the parking lot at 3 in the morning who you're buying drugs from,
Right.
we would encourage you to treat it as a business transaction. And if you don't like the price,
But listen, let me repeat the price.
That's it.
$20
yeah,
for a 7.5 milligram Vicodin.
That's
yes,
ridiculous.
It's 3 a.m.
yeah,
It's just me, my buddy, and this kid.
yep.
So I didn't edit at that point.
I understand.
And I
where
got
you're
him
coming
down
from.
to 15.
So that was your negotiating style.
Yeah, if I had been nice, I might have paid the full 20. Explain that, sweetie.
Actually, you could have been
Sweetie,
nice.
that's dated.
But wasn't it more about the name calling than the price? Wasn't
Yeah,
that the
douchebag.
problem? That was the problem. That
The
you,
douchebag.
yeah.
My friend thought it was mean. The kid didn't care because he's a drug dealer. They don't care.
Right, but is there something else you could have said that he still would have lowered the price? You could have said, no way.
Excuse me, pharmacist?
I could have.
I
Well,
could,
like what? Well, no. Okay, let's do a little.
No
role,
deal.
Let's
You
do
can
a
say
little,
no deal.
Let's do a little role playing. You're me. I'm the 12-year-old kid.
Okay.
Uh,
Hi, Mr.
that-
Sandusky?
here's. See, that's mean.
wait, maybe I better do it. Maybe the meaner one should have done that.
Yeah. All right. You be me, and I'll be the 12-year-old kid.
Yeah. What do you want for this? How much?
You're me.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I'm
right.
you.
I go 20.
20. No. Come on, get real. What's the real question?
That's me.
I just shot you.
You think douchebag stopped him from shooting you?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
It's street lingo.
Yeah.
Could call him a broad. Hey, should we take a call?
You just got shot with an Uzi.
Let's take a call here.
I think by saying douchebag, I expressed myself as an authority figure that he could look up to it.
Yeah. All right. This.
No, okay, maybe I could have edited, but again, drugs, by the way, is a dead end street. We agree there.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
agree on
Yeah.
that
Very
one.
much so.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that kid is now. I'm doing the math, and I guess he's 18,
Probably
So-
doing radio in St. Louis.
probably in a joint.
Let's go to Karen in Boston. Karen.
Hey, you guys are killing me. I'm like trying to work here.